is have faith. Now, if you want to make money online in South Africa, get rich quick and make that bank so you can take your family on holiday, so you can buy a car, pay your rent, feed yourself, and live a life worth living, you need to understand that there is one powerful individual or entity that controls the world, controls your life, controls your family, controls business opportunities, controls money that comes to you. And if you're serious about making money, you need to have this principle deep within your mind. And that is having faith. Faith is the most important thing. Faith comes from God, comes from the Lord. If you have faith and you believe that what you are doing is good for the world, is there to help someone, and you believe in God that this particular thing is only for good reasons and that you just need Him to make your business successful, I'm telling you right now, if you just say a prayer, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, etc., etc., you say that before you make any business decision, and you have faith that God is going to control the world and move all the little pieces on the board to make this work out for you. That is the biggest piece of the puzzle. You can have everything right. The best product, sales, rent that you're paying, customers, people that want to buy. But if you don't have faith and you think it's all you and you have arrogance and it's just all you, then God will teach you a lesson. Even because you don't believe in God, or you say there's no faith, that you don't have faith, God will teach you a lesson, and He won't make the climate right. Let's say you're trying to grow flowers, you're trying to grow beautiful roses, and you have the best seeds and great soil, and you even have brilliant sunlight, but you're trying to grow it in the middle of Antarctica, where it's freezing and very dry. You're never going to grow roses. But if you have faith, and you say, listen, God, please show me the mistakes that I'm making. I'm doing my best to grow roses. I've spent all my last money on the best on the best soil. I've spent my last money on the best grains, or the best kind of seeds from the local farmer. What am I doing wrong? Please, I have faith. Lord, please, can you help me? Bring down your salvation and grow my business. Make this thing work. I've done everything I possibly can. I need your help now. If you have true faith, God will put the wisdom within your mind that will say, no, I'm done with Antarctica. It's too cold here. I don't like the temperature. I'm going to move to South Africa. I'm going to move to Mauritius. I'm going to move to Dubai, where it's in the middle of a desert and there's more humidity. I'm going to move down by a coastline. God will put that wisdom into your mind. God will create a train route so that it costs you, with your last 500 rand or dollars or euros. God controls the world. Listen to this, guys. God controls the world. If you don't have faith, then it means you don't have faith in the entity and the being and the power of the Lord, who can control the world and make everything in the right place. Literally, this is what differentiates people who don't win the lottery from people who win the lottery. We say, oh, you got lucky, you won the lottery. Oh, you got lucky, you won the competition. Oh, you got lucky, your business made you millions. But it isn't luck. We call it luck because, I don't call it luck, I call it having faith. But people will call it luck to say, no, God doesn't involve Himself. Saying that this person got the success, even a professional sports player saying, no, he was lucky. It's not luck. That individual had faith. God imbued Himself within the veins of that person. God showed Himself through that fast runner, through Usain Bolt. Yes, he trained. He ate correctly. He trained with a little parachute so it would slow him down, and he ran fast. And he did all the competitions he had to, and he had a great coach. Yes. Everything. 99% of the way. But if you didn't have faith, if you didn't have God imbuing Himself through His genetics, His heart, His muscular, and I'm not saying that it was all due to luck, but that's the catalyst. And I was watching this video about the stock market. This guy said, can you predict the stock market? Timing it and making millions. He said, listen, maybe the stock market's going to crash and you can make money from the opportunity. But you absolutely need a catalyst. You need a cataclysmic world event. You need a massive war, World War III. You need something like COVID. I don't really want to mention that. But you need something on a massive scale. Lockdown around the whole world. A new massive disease. A war. AI taking away jobs. You need a catalyst so that you can have that whole market crash. So to cause such a massive shift, to cause such a massive change, you need a catalyst. And if you want to go from being ordinary to being super rich and driving in a Rolls Royce Phantom and being on the beach and living in Dubai in penthouses and all this amazing beautiful thing, having money to buy food and Uber Eats, burgers, pizzas, cold drinks, coffees. If you want that kind of life, and you're an ordinary person with an ordinary job or even unemployed, you need something massive. You need something like a tsunami wave to like you need something that level. You need like I don't even want to say what kind of things because most of them are bad. Like you need a massive forest fire of the whole Amazon. You need a tsunami. You need a big, big, big event. You need a catalyst. And the easiest catalyst to access is simply by having faith. Having the belief that I'm doing the right thing, you're doing the right thing, you're putting in all your effort, all your mental energy is going into focusing on the business, all this mental energy, all the power that you have in your body, the physical energy you have is going into healthy, good, viable businesses. Like you're making orange juice that's filled with vitamins, and the people that drink orange juice are going to be better off. You are starting a gym, you're getting gym equipment, and you're bringing people to your house, you're going to train them, and they're going to pay you 200 Rand a month to rent out the gym equipment. I'm just saying, whatever you do is good. You put your full effort, your full focus into it. You don't get distracted by all these bad things, by fast food, by pornography, by all that low frequency nonsense. You get rid of that, and you have that as a massive building block and structure. You're moving in the right way, and then on top of that, you add faith. There is no reason why God will not bless your business. So, number one, believe. In fact, I was even walking around a shopping center, and there was this guy in a massive Toyota Hilux. It had one of these kind of metal bucky compartments at the end. The thing was polished. It was shiny. It was the new latest Toyota Hilux. You know those big buckies, 2.5 liter, big manure driving the car. I said to him, "Sir, what advice do you have for the younger generation, for me, to make money and get rich and how to make money in South Africa? And how do you do it? Please tell me." Just slip me a little postcard and say, "This is the secret formula. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5." And what did he say? What did he say? He could have told me, "No, you must do drop shipping." He could have told me, "No, you must sell your stuff on Facebook." He could have told me, "Get a job, go to university." He could have told me, "Fix furniture." But what did he tell me? He didn't tell me any of that stuff. He didn't tell me what to do. He told me what I'm telling you. The catalyst. Have faith. Believe in God. And know that this is my own part here, and know that He controls the world. This guy said to me, have faith. If you don't have faith, and if you don't believe that the Lord is your Saviour, then and I'm not trying to put a bad omen on you and say, no, if you don't understand this, then you're never going to be rich. But if you want to be rich and you want to have the highest chances of God blessing you, excuse me, I just bit my tongue. That was God's giving me a symbol here. If you want to have the highest chance of God blessing you, your family, your business, that God will put the wisdom of a business model, He will have you watch these videos. And from watching this video, your whole YouTube algorithm changes, and now you start seeing videos from people making money and honest, good people sharing what they know. God has that power to show you what you need to do and to show you the people that you need to learn from. But number one, you must believe in God. There was this comedian. I was at a comedy show 4 months ago, and this really interesting guy had a funny hat, and he said, an atheist is busy speaking to an atheist who's like a scientist is busy speaking to a man of God, let's just say a pastor, and the pastor says to this atheist, he said, atheist, you keep on making these arguments against God and for the world in terms of science, logic, fact, reason. But what you fail to understand is that God created those things. God created the science, the fact, the reason, the logic. God gave you the body. God imbued your body with energy through every fiber and through every vein of your body. And that's what we most often get wrong, okay, is we don't understand this struggle of trying to find a way to make money, a method, an individual like me giving you advice and mindset tips. We often underestimate or forget that that's God giving us the challenge. God gives His strongest challenges, His hardest battles, His worst problems to His strongest soldiers. So go out there, okay, listen carefully, and have faith. Know that the struggle that you're going through now is for a religious, divine purpose, and that you are one of God's soldiers. So go out there, be divine, and have faith. Amen.